And this here is the Wand of Symmetry, and it is an impressively strong tool added with the Create mod, but it's a little more obscure. Not everybody knows about it, and less people know how to use it. But using it will make your life so much easier. So let's get into it. First off, as always, is crafting. You have to craft it, and it has to be crafted with a mechanical crafter. This is the normal size crafter that most people have because they make crushing wheels, and this is the recipe inside. However, you can also make something more specific to its size like this, which is the exact size and shape of the wand itself. Let's take a look at what its ingredients are. At the bottom, we need some obsidian, and then we need a brass ingot. Then we need a precision mechanism. Then we need an ender pearl and 3 glass surrounding it. Now right here, I used tinted glass. Over here, I just used regular glass, stained glass, and a piece of modded glass just to show you that pretty much any glass will work. So now we have our ingredients in place. We turn the machine on, and we can see it starts creating a nice Wand of Symmetry for us. Pretty awesome. And as you can see, a little redstone input, and you can do it on the larger system as well. All right, give me that thing. The Wand of Symmetry. If you right click in the world, it will place down this cool little mirror. If you try to right click on the mirror, but say you're hitting the block behind it, you're just gonna move it. If you right click on the mirror while nothing else is targeted, you'll remove the mirror. If we look at the Wand of Symmetry, we can see it's got some info there. So let's hold Shift. Perfectly mirrors block placement across configured planes. When in hotbar, stays active. That's nice. As long as you keep it in your hotbar, it'll still be working. And then the other info, right click on the ground, like I just told you, creates, removes the mirror. Right click in the air, removes the active mirror. Right click while sneaking opens the configuration interface. And that's the important one. That's how we're going to set it to where we can use it. So let's try it out. When we shift right click the wand, this is the UI that pops up. The first slot is what type of mirroring it's going to do. Is it going to mirror once? Is it going to mirror rectangularly or octagonal? Once will mirror whatever you do on the opposite side, and you can change the axis here, whether you want Z or X axis. The wand's now set to mirror once. Let's right click it down, take some blocks, and we'll see I placed this one there and one got placed on the opposite side. If I place it on the side here, because it's the same plane as the mirror, nothing's going to happen. But anywhere over here will work just fine. Now, I said anywhere works just fine, but that's not entirely true. By default, the Wand of Symmetry has a radius of 50 blocks, which is still pretty dang good. But if you feel you have need, you can actually increase that range in the Create mod configs. If you have Mod Manager, you can also go into your mods, click on Create, click the configure button, go to gameplay settings, and you can see curiosities up here at the top. Click on that. And then right here towards the bottom, max symmetry wand range is 50. We can make that whatever we want, and that will be our new range. So that's when you mirror once. You get 2 options of mirroring. If we go to rectangular, you can see we have different options. We have orthogonal and diagonal. Now, orthogonal is having to do with right angles, I believe. So if you want something square or rectangle, you're going to want orthogonal, and anything else would fit under diagonal. So let's take a look. First with orthogonal. And there you can see the mirror looks a little bit different because it's mirroring differently. It's not placing it just on the opposite side. So let's see what happens if I place a block right there. 4 blocks went in. If I were to put it there, we get our corners again, another rectangle, and you could really start to see just how powerful of a building tool this actually is. Now let's talk about the blocks that you're placing really quick. If you're in creative mode, it works no problem. It uses whatever block you have. But if you're in survival mode, you'll see I have 64 brass blocks. I now have 60. It uses up as many as you're reflecting. And the same goes for mining. If I mine up 1 block, all of its mirrors will pop off. So you can see you can also use this in mining if that's what you want to do. This will make it so you have a lot less area to have to clear out, which is pretty nice. Now you don't have to actually pick up the mirror to change its settings. If there's a mirror out and I shift right click anywhere, it still has the exact same settings that it was left at. And you'll see here, say I switch it to diagonal, the mirror moved because it's now reflecting diagonally instead of orthogonally. So changing the settings with your wand while a mirror's out will affect the current mirror. And let's see what orthogonal does. Let's put one in the corner and it does the opposite corner. What if we put one right there? Interesting. It's doing corners, but in a diagonal version of corners. So that can be insanely helpful if you're doing some intricate diagonal builds. All right, let's see what else we have for options. We've used up rectangular. Now we just got octagonal left. And octagonal only has one option, horizontal. So let's click it. The mirror changed. And octagonal, I'm going to put one block down, and it put a block in each of the corners of an octagon. So 8 corners. If I put it right in the middle though, it's not going to make an octagon. It'll just do the 4 because it's not on an offset plane from the mirror. But if it's not in line with the mirror, more blocks placed. And I just built this structure in a few seconds. If I were to build this in game without the Wand of Symmetry, it would have taken 4 times as long, easily. And if you're clearing out an area, something like octagonal might be a lot better because it'll be clearing out more blocks as you mine. Now you remember earlier I mentioned that the mirror stays active as long as the wand is in your hotbar, right? Well, you'll see if we get rid of the wand from our hotbar, the mirror will go away. But if this happens on accident, don't worry, you pick it back up and the mirror will come back. So there you are, the Wand of Symmetry. Pretty easy, huh? I'm sure there are tons of creative ways you can use this that I haven't even thought of. And if you come up with any, let me know. Some of you may know that Hypnojo is my brother in real life. Well, he has just started a new Minecraft channel because his old channel was a variety channel and he wants this channel dedicated to Minecraft specifically. So he started his new Minecraft channel and we want to show him a lot of love, so head on over to his new channel. It's right there. Toss him a sub, watch some of his videos, say hi, and maybe even say I sent you. That way I can tell him I've done something for him. And I hope you really liked this tutorial, and for me it's on to the next vid, so I'll see you next time. Later!